Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to TK, Coach on the Rocks. Lovely to see you this wonderful Wednesday. And today I'm going to talk about unscripted conversations. So, most of you, my listeners, I'm sure you know that I'm actually co hosting a podcast, Leading with Agility. And we've been doing it every Friday. It gets released and we get some good feedback, lots of listeners, subscriber base growing. And we're getting a lot of messages from you, our listeners, about the podcast itself, about the topics, feedback. Some people want to discuss. And we thought, okay, so let's put maybe another form of interaction with us, a LinkedIn audio meeting. So I want to call it the Leading with Agility Cafe every Friday at 9 a.m. GMT or BST when the time zone changes. But I've posted a poll on my LinkedIn profile about it. And I would encourage, if you're interested, let me know if you are. So we know there's people that are willing to actually talk to us about our podcast episodes. Because there is a challenge. It's a great unscripted conversation and has a lot of benefits. But we had this format before and we called it the Humble Breakfast Jam. And it has been on for like half a year. And after half a year, around that time, we've seen our audience really drop off. Not many people were coming in. And it's really difficult to be a host of a show if you see people that, are not tuning in. If you have to talk essentially like I do to myself. But this format is designed about me talking to myself. And, if you can give me a comment, I'll always respond. But it's really hard to continue doing something when you see it has little response. A lot of the times, especially when I'm coaching people, I can see, for instance, people want to do more marketing on social media. And the thing about social media is, as you do that, you can actually see people's response. And the social media algorithm is a tricky beast. At first, it will give you a fix of likes, engagements, and people. But then it will see that you're doing it regularly, so it can take away the prize and you have to fend on your own. And we had a situation like this with our Humble Breakfast Jam, where at first a lot of people were tuning in and later they didn't. And I think it's our fault. The format became a bit stale. Maybe we didn't put too much attention. Maybe we got used to it and we took things for granted. Now we don't want to. But obviously, as we do have this situation, I need to push through some skepticism. So my co-host Arif is a bit skeptical about the show because he thinks, well, our previous audio show failed. And I'm telling him, that LinkedIn is promoting them a bit more now. Things are a bit easier. Things will get better. But it's difficult. And I think, also for me to see again with all the effort we're putting in, if people are not tuning in, I'm not guilt tripping you to tune in. I'm just asking you for a bit of a favor. If you like unscripted conversations, if you'd like the topic of our podcast, and by the way, if you haven't seen our podcast, go and search for Leading with Agility. There's some really interesting and thought-provoking episodes. Let me know in my poll on my LinkedIn profile. Just click and it's pinned there. Would you be interested in that? Would you be interested in coming sometimes on Friday, 9 a.m. GMT, talk to us about agile leadership and the stuff that we talk about on our podcast? We hope you will. And I can see many of you tuning in right now. And I'm hoping that at this new format, the unscripted audio meeting, just to talk about our podcast, would be something that would be of interest. Let us know, because we really want to put it in and we really hope this will be something that you'll enjoy. But if not, it's probably best to know before we start it, isn't it? Until then, I'll do my best. As always, see you back tomorrow and take care. Bye bye.